This hangout is now live. Welcome, all UFC fans around the world. I am your Minister of Wisdom, Jamie, along with my broadcast partner, the Professor Malik, and we are going to give you our UFC 186 review. We're just going to make a quick note regarding the main event as to why I wasn't there. I was trying to find a new stream for the main event, but the sites were not working. It caused my computer freeze, and I tried to fix it, and it just shut down my everything. So I came back on. I tried to get on the Hangout, but I just couldn't hear Malik or the audio. He could hear me, but I couldn't hear him. So we were just like, screw it. Let's just go through the main event and just finish it. So that being said, so let's get to the early prelim fights. Okay. The first match was, let me pull up the card because I want to say these people's names correctly. Well, I can't see the card, so we're just going to have to go by their last names, unfortunately, because I wrote it down, but for some reason it's not showing me the UFC 186, so never mind. Hold on a sec. I found it. Okay. Okay, our first match was Ronda Marcos taking on Aisling Daly. And your winner by judges' decision was Ronda Marcos.
At 6 minutes and 12 seconds. In round 3.
Seconds. Okay. We didn't see this match because we were having difficulty with our technology. So we're just going to give you the answer for that match as to who won.
Yeah, I mean, I saw little bits and pieces of it, but by then it was almost over. So.
Okay, moving on to the next match.
Yeah, this one is I saw bits and pieces of.
Yeah,
Jessica,
me too. I saw bits and pieces of this too.
Jessica Bukowski and Valerie Letourneau.
Your winner by judges' decision, round number 3, was Valerie Letourneau.
Winner by decision.
Yeah, that was an okay match. It wasn't very exciting, but that's all we can really say because this match wasn't really that exciting. It was very, very slow paced. Professor, do you have any comments regarding that match?
Yeah, from what I saw of it, yeah, it was slow paced, but both women appeared to be very aggressive. But yeah, Valerie was clearly more aggressor, striking, and take a few takedowns. So yeah. Other than that, it was a slow paced match. But Valerie was the clear better fighter and aggressor tonight. Winner round 3 in 57 seconds.
Which brings us to the main event of the early prelims, which was
Nordine Talib
taking on Chris Clements. Now that was a good match. That was good.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, and even though I got the fighters confused, it was a good a pretty good slugfest. But Nordine had the upper hand, so he got the decision in round 3 at 10 minutes and 2 seconds.
So far that was a good match because it was more of a action-packed slugfest rather than a submission on the mat type of wrestling strategy. Now we move into the prelims. Our first match of the prelim card.
Now, this was a good match.
Yeah, this was fairly even when both these fighters are going, but we'll get into that in just a quick second. Was Olivier
Aubin
Mercier
Mercier
taken on David
Mashad the Bulldog.
Ishara Bulldog, thank you. I just can't say the last name. Um, Now, this match was a good slugfest, but
Oh yes, very
by
good
these two
slugfest.
fighters were pretty much evenly matched. Like it was a really, really, really hard match to call
Mm-hmm.
because you could say that oh Olivier won the round, but based on his opponent's fighting ability, you could also make a case saying, well, that David won that round.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a really good match. That was a good one of the night. So far, I would have to give this match to be the main show of the night for me. You're aware by um, round three by submission, 3 minutes, 27 seconds, was O. Olivier Aubin Mercer, which now moves on us to Chad Laprise versus Brian Barberena. And this was another, and this was a another slugfest match. Professor Malik, do you have any comments regarding this?
Um, yeah, Brian. Let's see, Brian versus Chad. Yeah, Brian was the one who kept opening his hands. Yeah, come on, which I didn't
Yeah.
think, which I didn't think was kind of too smart. Which is why Chad kept moving in on him. The kicks, the strikes. Henceforth, he was the better fighter. Henceforth, he got the win in round 3 in 14 seconds.
Yeah, and I find that when the people do that, it's being cocky because they're having this attitude. It's like, come on, hit me, hit me, hit me. That's basically saying I'm better than you. Like you can't beat me. When by doing that, all your opponent has to do is just one devastating punch, and boom, you're out, knocked out. So I wish the fighters wouldn't taunt each other like that. Yes, it is for show, but still, it's don't do that. So moving on to our next match, which is the final women's bout of the evening, which was Alexis Davis taking on Sarah Kaufman. Your winner was Alexis Davis, round three by the judges' decision.
No, by submission.
Oh, it was by submission.
Yeah,
Okay.
you see, yeah, it says winner sub. Yeah, she made.
Okay. Oh yes, yes.
I remember. Yeah, remember because she reversed the arm, made her tap
Right. Yeah, right. Sub.
in the
Yeah, sorry. I
round
was
two,
reading something different. Sorry.
round
Um,
two, minute and 54 seconds. Or for Alexis, it was minute 8 seconds.
Now this was a good match. It was kind of it it was kind of slow paced, but near the end it did get good. So that was a pretty good match. It could have been a lot better, but uh, which we thought that Sarah Kaufman was going to win, but Alexis Davis proved us wrong. Which now moves on to the main event of the prelim card, which was Patrick Cote taking on Joe Riggs.
The
Your
Diesel,
winner,
yeah.
yeah, your winner, round three by judges' decision, Patrick Cote. Now this was a pure slugfest.
Yeah, this was a good brawl, and Joe Riggs wasn't too happy about losing because I saw when Buffer announced the decision, he snatched his hand away from the ref because he didn't care for that too much. Like I say, but you win some, you lose some. You know what I mean? You got to take it in stride. You can't get mad.
Yeah, sorry folks. I was just checking something on my phone, which now takes us to the main card. Which once I pull up the stat here, our first match in the main card was Yves Jabuin taking on Thomas Almeida.
And this is where we had some more technical difficulties because I saw some of the match. Jamie lost his audio, but I saw the highlights of the final round, which was, like I said, yeah, in the first round, Thomas was a beast. He beat Yabin down, knocked him out in the first round in 41 seconds.
Yeah, because this is when my neck crashed, so I can't give you my thoughts on the match. Your winner in the first round by knockout, 46 seconds, Thomas Al Alameda. The next match on the card was John McDessie taking on Shane Campbell. Your winner in the first round by knockout,
Yeah, this was a good match too. Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
four, four, 4 minutes, 53 seconds, John McDessie. And I must say, this was a pure brawl, a pure slugfest.
Oh, it
Like,
was.
if like I wouldn't want to face either of these guys out in the street because I know that they would win every time. Um, I thought that that match was going to go a, a bit longer, but because it started out where they weren't really doing too much, they were just mainly circling each other, trying to find that instance where they can get something going. But it ended up being a being a pure slugfest, a a very good match. Moving on, and this ending really surprised me. Um, it was Michael Bisping taking on CB Dollaway. Your winner in the third round by judges' decision, Michael Bisping. Now,
Oh, okay.
throughout this match, if you watched it, most of the work was done by CB Dollaway.
Oh yeah, he was aggressive. He actually knocked him down at 1 point too, and he should have finished him in the first round. But as the match progressed, Michael Bisping was able to rally and I guess in judges' points with his strikes and kicks. Henceforth, him getting the decision in round three.
So even when I heard the a announcement, well, that Michael Bisping had won, I was like, really? Because as we just said, uh, Michael Bisping was mainly on the offensive for the whole match, and it looked like he wasn't putting in that much of an effort during this match. So that's why we thought that he was going to win. But the judges said otherwise. Moving on to a very big hyped match, but it didn't deliver on its promise, which was the co-main event, which was Rampage Jackson taking on Fabio Maldonado. Your winner by judges' decision, round number 3, Rampage Jackson.
Yeah, he may have won the match. I think he won basically on control. I don't know, but like I said, he wasn't too much of a rampage to me. But Fabio showed me he had heart, and so he was, he had heart. I mean, he took a lot of shots, but he kept coming. I have to give him that.
Hmm. Now, moving on to the main event, I'm going to have to let my broadcast partner take over because this was when I was having problems well with my computer. But this match did go the distance. It 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 didn't completely go the full minutes for each round, but it ended up going to the to round number 3 by submission. Your winner and still the reigning, defending, undisputed flyweight champion of the world, Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson.
I have to correctly administer the bout went all the way to round 5, but he won.
I did say round 5.
Oh, okay, I thought you said okay, round four. I'm sorry. All right.
No,
Yeah,
round
13
five.
minutes, 35 seconds. Yeah. I tried to call, best call it. It wasn't the same call without you. No, it's hard to call by myself. I did my best, but I basically turned the audio off. And I even got a comment from somebody saying, just leave the audio up so I can hear, then you type something else. But yeah, both of these guys were quick. There was some kicks and punches. Horiguchi was be aggressive, but Demetrius got the better of him because what you missed was Horiguchi's was had blood coming from his nose and mouth at the same time by the end of the fight. And after about the fifth time on the ground and pound technique, the coach yelled to Demetrius saying, "Use the armbar." He was using that wrestling, and he had him down and beat him down with the right hands on his face and everything, and then grabbed one arm, reverse with one arm and stretched it and extended it, and so Horiguchi had to tap. So
Mm.
you picked the right guy, I picked the wrong guy. So and look at this total strikes. Demetrius Johnson's got 149 and only 61 for Horiguchi. So Demetrius
Wow.
was obviously the better fighter tonight, and he won by submission and still reigning champion. So congratulations to the flyweight title champion, Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson. Mighty
And
Mouse is Mighty Mouse is for real.
even though you can't buy that name, but I do get the point. But yes, so congratulations to the champion, and we cannot wait for the next pay-per-view event, which will be May 23rd for UFC 187. All in all, a rating for this pay-per-view, I must say I was bored with. I was pretty much bored with the bulk of the matches. It started picking up near the main card, but that doesn't excuse the prelims plus the early prelims to be the way that they were. All in all, I'm going to give a rating of 6 out of 10.
I'm gonna give it let's see. Yeah, it was pretty good. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10.
Right. We do apologize for the technical difficulties that this night presented. We're going to try to have these bugs worked out regarding our next show, which will be tonight at 7:30 p.m. because it's now Sunday
Yeah,
for
WWE
WWE Extreme
WWE
Rules.
Extreme Rules. This ought to be easier because for some reason, even though we were online actually over an hour before it started, but the, the stream feeds apparently don't start broadcasting unless you find a good one. They'll broadcast when they want to because we're finding European soccer, basketball, and it's like even when the prelim started, then they'll start broadcasting after the first match or the second match. So we're gonna have to try to find them and maybe just start clicking on them until we know they start.
Yeah,
I might just start just an hour ahead before I contact you next time. So and just let you know what I found first.
that's fine.
See what's on your end.
Yeah,
So we may have these problems every time we start a broadcast. I don't know, but we'll try not to. We'll try to work out the bugs, the best we can. So
yeah,
all in all, if I said this was a good broadcast and it was a good
yeah,
night, I had fun. I've had
yeah.
fun like
So
this
here,
for a
man.
long time. And I'm glad we got fans who are watching and subscribing and leaving comments of their own free will.
Yeah,
Even if it's just to say that you want us to turn on the volume.
yeah. I I would just like to take this opportunity to thank those fans for who were watching, for leaving comments, the positive and even the negative ones, because you were being honest with us. Um, I know that we have one fan who was in contact with us earlier to get on the hangout. We do apologize for you not being on this hangout, but we're going to be going live, as I said, at 7:30 p.m. for WWE Extreme Rules. If you are a WWE fan, well, maybe you could come on to that hangout with us. And as we have stated, that if you want to come on to these hangouts to watch these shows with us, call the action, whatever, talk about whatever, um, ju- all you have to do is to just leave a comment. saying that you would like to join in on the fun or you want to join in. Um, if you could provide a Facebook link, that that would be appreciated. That way, well, we can talk to you uh, and basically get to know you. And then once the show starts, we will provide you the link so that you can join in on the Hangout, plus the link to the show itself. So if the Professor Malik doesn't have any more comments regarding the show, I think we're going to call the broadcast to a conclusion. So, Professor Malik, do you have any final statements you'd like to make?
Well, as far as tonight goes, Extreme Rules, I just hope maybe for a halfway decent card. And as far as for our next UFC, that's where we're going to try to work out most of our bugs. And like I said, the fans who have watched us, like the ones who have subbed, I hope to have. I hope for us to chat with them soon, maybe the next couple of weeks, or sometime maybe this week. No, I'm on vacation this week from work, so I have more time to put more effort into doing some more hangouts. Me and the minister and getting to know these people. Maybe they can join us, like I said, on a future. Maybe one of them can join us tomorrow night. I wouldn't mind having them tomorrow night because we're gonna try to get some other friends in here that we already know too.
Yeah.
Like our friend Sasuke and Rob possibly.
Yeah.
Uh,
But we will see. Plus, channel wise, we're thinking about going sports, but we're going to keep all those details private right now because we're in talks with people. But we will give you updates as soon as we can have those updates available to you. So, with that being said, I would like to thank you all for spending a part of your day with us. We hope that you enjoyed the show, regardless of the glitches and bugs that we faced. And we will see you within a few hours' time when we cover WWE Extreme Rules. This is the Minister of Wisdom signing out.
the Professor Malik, have a good night, have a good weekend, and hope to see you tomorrow night at Extreme Rules. Peace. And to the two viewers who are watching just now, peace and have a good night.